Hello, Internet, and welcome back to the Pokemon Companionship Challenge.
He's Firelink, and I'm Meta Brawler.
Looks like you found an intro.
I think it's a good way to start.
Yeah. And, sorry if the volume of the game might be a little low. I was just trying to figure out how to get this working. I keep on forgetting that thing goes uphill. Okay.
So, what's the goal today for the game?
Well, last time I checked, we missed a few trainers over there, so we're gonna head back and get them. Actually, they're right here too. No, come on, really? Okay, so really, what different types of gangs do they have around this? Ice Beam this time. Hey, I was actually looking up something, and apparently Lapras is supposed to look like a plesiosaur. If you know what that is. You have any idea what that is, Meta Brawler?
No, I don't. I'm guessing it's like a certain type of dinosaur.
Yeah, except instead of feet to walk on land, it has these flippers, kind of like what Lapras has. But instead, it doesn't have the the shell that has.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was a very different kind of dinosaur. It was a lizard, yet it was amphibious. Actually, it basically lived in the water, kind of like the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, sounds like a Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, and now I really think about it, Lapras does kind of resemble the Loch Ness monster. But more of the friendly version.
Yeah, well, actually, now that we're on the subject, I don't suppose you think that the Loch Ness monster actually exists. Just a thought.
Sorry. Well, it's really hard to say whether the Loch Ness monster exists or not.
Like, for me, I actually think it's a possibility.
I like to think it. Oh dear. Oh, okay. I like to think the Loch Ness monster is real too. Because there's so much that we really don't know about Earth. I mean, apparently there's only a tiny bit of the oceans that we actually explored, and still a whole bunch that we don't even know about. Even in the deep rivers, there's still some huge aquatic animals that can be dwelling down there.
Yeah. I mean, a part of me does have a hard time believing that there could be a water creature that big living underwater, but a part of me does kind of believe it because there has been people that actually believe they saw a Loch Ness monster. Now, when I took a look at like the videos of them supposedly spawning the Loch Ness monster, it actually does look like it's a creature that we have not discovered yet. And I'm pretty sure there are many water creatures that still need to be discovered.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot, and believe it or not, there's actually a lot of water creatures that are even much weird looking than the Loch Ness monster is.
Yeah, like what?
Well, I don't know the names of them, but I remember like I remember like seeing this sort of catfish that like kind of looked like this fish. It kind of looked like sort of like a catfish, but it also had like 4 legs on it, as well as like certain type of body, certain types of like shapes of different animals, like having like a snout, like like a beak of a penguin, like just a mixture of like different varieties from other animal species.
And where was this discovered?
Well, it's been a couple of years since I've seen this. I believe it was like discovered somewhere down in South America.
Or, okay, well, anyways. I was trying to think, what's this thing called? Okay, you know of the Kraken, right? The
Yes.
giant octopus / squid pulls down
Yes.
ships.
Yes.
Hey, what do you think? You think that could be real?
I sort of have my doubts.
Well, there is such a thing as a giant squid, and apparently, so far what they know, the squid can grow to be big. Like, I think it's I'm trying to think here. I think its body is like 6 feet, and I don't think that's including the tentacles. So you can just imagine how big the tentacles would be. But when you think about it, blue whales such as the blue whales, they're big, and they can dive to, and they're very well developed to handle deep temperature, the deep and pressure. I think they have to be so big to actually handle that kind of stuff. I don't know how big some ocean floor dwellers can be, but I kind of don't want to know. I'm trying to remember, what was that one noise that was recorded? It was recorded. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's just because the reason why I don't think the Kraken exists is because, well, with a squid and octopus like that big, you'll probably like be digesting a lot of certain creatures every single day, right?
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. So it's like, I think we would be seeing a lot more like pieces of fish or seeing like chomped up dead fishes all around the ocean if the Kraken actually existed.
Well, the funny thing is, it would swallow it whole. Wouldn't exactly be much left of the fish to really examine.
Okay, but also don't octopus and squid they don't live that deep in the ocean, do they?
Well, it kind of depends what species. Some do, some don't. I think it's the colossal squid that live very far, and they only rarely come up.
Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, I just think we probably see some evidence of a Kraken by now, if he actually did exist.
It's kind of hard. Oh, I was just gonna mention, there was this noise that was recorded underwater. Apparently, it's supposed to be like basically, it's supposedly supposed to come from some kind of creature that's supposed to be bigger than the blue whale. I don't know how many times, but probably 4 times, I think. Because the recorded noise could be heard from, like, I don't know, like hundreds of miles away, or thousands of miles away, I should say. And they compared it to the noise the blue whale makes, and apparently it's not even close to what the blue whale sounds like. So you can just imagine what is even remotely capable of making a noise that loud and that far. What would you think?
What did the noise sound like?
It's kind of hard to describe what it sounds like.
Like, did it sound like a whale at all?
Not exactly. More like it was a deep roar. And a very long, like it lasts for like 20 seconds, I think.
So, to me, that sounds like the megalodon, the big mythical great white shark.
Yeah.
That existed millions of years ago, and some people still think that the megalodon actually still exists after millions of years. There are some people that actually do.
Well, to be honest, it's a giant shark that's how big again? What, 50 feet long?
That or bigger. Maybe about 50 to 100 feet. I think it's what's supposed to be.
Well, it's hard to really say. Basically, I think what they have to go with is a tooth.
Oh, there are some megalodon teeth that have been found. I know that for sure. As fossils.
And how big are those supposed to be?
They're like the size of my two hands, basically.
Yeah, something like that.
Of one tooth.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So it just makes you go, that's freaking scary.
But you don't think that creature is a megalodon, do you?
No, I don't think so, because, well, I don't know what sharks sound like. The only from what I know, it's called like the bloop. That's what the noise is called. They just called it that.
Oh, okay.
If you look it up and listen to it, I don't know. It would just make you go, what? It makes that sound. I don't know. Maybe some kind of a giant underwater creature that stays underwater, because if it goes up, it'll basically destroy everything in sight because it's that big.
Well, actually, I think my theory is that giant creature that we're talking about is, I have a feeling that it stays underwater because there's a lot more room for it to swim. I mean, because there's a lot more water creatures stay higher above water.
Okay.
Because there's a lot more little fishes and a lot more whales that are closer to the surface of the water. While farther down the water, there's not that many, so there's a lot more room for it to swim.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. I shutter boulders for training. Huh. Let me know when you break steel. And since we were talking about like a potential giant underwater monsters, how many movies or shows? Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Dang it! Sorry, Gyro.
So what were you gonna say?
How many movies and shows basically use a giant monster that lives underwater?
Well, Pirates, the Caribbean.
Okay, yeah, I got the crack in there.
Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters.
Oh yeah, Pacific Rim, with all those kaiju. Although,
Oh yeah.
Would those really count? Oh yeah, a number of those would definitely count, because a number of them actually do look like they were from some kind of underwater.
Oh, Star
area.
Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace.
What the heck was that? Seriously,
Well,
what was that?
it looks like just like a giant swimming T-Rex.
Yeah, I know. A bigger fish. That's not a fish. But what do you think? Do you think that fish was or whatever that was, but that's scary?
No, I didn't find it scary.
What kind of giant monster do you think that was like scary?
Well, I always thought that the alien monsters in the Starship Troopers movie were scary because I remember watching some of those, like the first film when I was like 3 years old, so of course I would get scared because of them. Since I was just a little kid watching those.
Oh yeah, I can definitely imagine those things. Like, they're basically like giant bugs that have these, I don't know, what those spiky appendages, I guess.
And well, I'm not sure if this would necessarily count, but Jaws, because I used to watch Jaws when I was a kid, and I remember getting scared.
Oh yeah.
Although I
think
don't think
Jaws.
it was,
Yeah, I think Jaws would count. I mean,
I don't think I was getting scared because of the big giant shark. I think it's just because, well, all of the suspense that the movie gave. I think that was the kind of part that really freaked me out the most.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, well, you see, I watched the Predator films and the Alien movies when I was like in my mid-teenager years, so I was kind of, so the aliens in the Alien movies didn't really scare me too much. Not at that time.
Did we just switch to aliens from monsters? Somehow?
Well, they are kind of alien monsters.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
And I did mention Star Wars, and in a way, that is kind of a space movie.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna grab one of those Pokemon. Kind of obvious, though. Anyway. Okay, so you're saying like Predator and the aliens from the Alien movies scare you?
No, I mean they probably would have if I watched their movies when I was like when I was really young, but I didn't watch their movies until like I was like in my teenager years. So at that time, it didn't really scare me all that much.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I actually personally find the Xenomorphs to be frightening.
Xenomorphs?
The alien from the Alien movies.
Oh, okay. But wait, you played Alien Isolation, didn't you?
Yeah, I did play that game, and I'm gonna be honest. That is freaking scary when you can't kill that thing with a shotgun. No, seriously, I tried.
Okay, I never played that.
Yeah. Well, let me put it this way. Apparently, those aliens can get shot in the head and still run away. A bullet to the head and still runs.
Yeah, but I believe their skull is the hardest part of their body.
No, it went through it went through. I mean, if you shoot something in the head and you see blood splattering, I think you did something. And this was in like the second Alien movies, like Aliens.
Is that the only creature that kind of scared you?
No, there's definitely a bunch of others.
Perhaps some of the ones I mentioned?
Now, are we talking about did scare me or do scare me?
Did.
Okay. Oh yeah, definitely those Starship Trooper Iraq bugs. Oh yeah, those are freaking scary. Especially when they get to the fly ones, the ones that breathe fire, and the ones that spray acid. Okay, if you get into the animated series. I'm just thinking here. What else? I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of other things. For some reason, I can't really think of them. Oh, wait. I think this one's obvious. Godzilla.
From which movie?
Does it matter? It's a giant radioactive monster that breathes fire. I mean, really.
Yeah, well, some movies can... There are some Godzilla movies that... where... Godzilla's kind of like not portrayed all that scary.
Okay, yeah.
But I know the 1954 classic when it's like all black and white and just see this giant dark black monster tramping around like that. I can see someone being terrified with that. Especially since Godzilla just kind of wipes Tokyo off the map in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Did I get into details why the Xenomorph it scares me?
We kinda did, because it has like, Xenomorphs can have like certain different types of abilities. Shooting acid, shooting fire.
No, those were the bugs I was talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the aliens in the Alien movies, no you haven't.
Yeah. Did I just unlock that door so quickly? What? Usually it's a little more difficult. Wow. Why do the gym leaders always have to be so cruel? But anyway, Anyway, the part I was getting at, what scares me about the Xenomorph is, well, basically, just the fact that it is extremely durable. It's very fast, very stealthy. Oh yeah, it can also survive the vacuum of space.
Okay, this is just sad.
What?
You're just using secret power, and that's doing all the work.
Yeah, I think I did this out of order or something. And usually when people play Pokemon, they have multiple Pokemon. I mean, more than just 6. I only got 6, and I can really just simply focus the training. Actually, now I'm looking at this, I think Gyro could have easily handled this.
That's debatable because electricity is powerful against water.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Now it can fly. Shockwave, huh? What do you think? Go for another gym? Because I actually got one in mind. At least I think so. Let's see. Okay, got that badge, and yeah. Okay, I can think of 2 gyms that I can go to right now. You got the psychic one and the poison gym. Pretty sure I'm ready for either of them. Wait, that's the boat. Oh, what the heck am I doing? I was just told, hey, we can fly now. You know what? Let's give Mom a visit. I've been saying that multiple times. Haven't gotten to it. There, right in front.
And that's all she says.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's kind of sad. Like, there's no long conversation or anything. It's just, hey, you look tired. Take a rest. And now I'm back. I don't know. Does that make her a terrible mother, or does this make me a terrible child? Okay, let's go for the psychic gym. Wow, this person travels.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
So your bite move will be very effective.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, psychic is also weak against psychic. Yeah. I know. Explain that one. Like, if I use psychic, it should be... Yeah, you saw that, I know. Man, I got that wrong. Gyro's got this. Yeah, I just made myself feel like an idiot. Oh, dang it. Just remember, I'm still trying to get Gyro trained up. Yeah, let's go in there. Confuse Ray. Actually, there's another game I've been playing recently. It's called Subnautica. Let me know if I actually mentioned this in our video.
No, you haven't.
Okay, great. And it's basically it's the game's pretty. It's well, actually, I shouldn't say simple because it's not simple. But basically, the way it works is you're shipwrecked after your spaceship is shot down, and you're stuck on a planet covered in water. So now you got to gather resources and survive, and well, see if you can get picked up or somehow get yourself off the planet. And basically, there's a lot of scary creatures in that game. I mean, underwater creatures.
Which are there certain ones that scare you?
Let me put it this way: one is called the Reaper Leviathan. Just think about that. What do you think of when that comes up?
Well, the Leviathan. Every time I hear the word Leviathan, it always makes me think of like a giant snake creature. So
Well,
I kind of imagine like a giant snake creature with maybe with some horns, probably because of the Reaper part.
Well, yeah, close. That was weird. Dang. Reflect, huh? Well, basically, what I was saying was about the Reaper of Leviathan. It has like these giant claw-like fangs at the front that latch onto you and basically swallows you whole.
Oh. Alrighty then.
Yeah, this thing ain't. And you know what the nasty thing is? You don't exactly have weapons. So it's almost like, what do you do? How do you defend yourself against something that you can't exactly kill? It's ginormous. And tends to pop up in certain areas that you need to get to.
All I can say is just have eyes in the back of your head.
Or a camera in the back of your submarine. Yeah, you can actually build submarines somehow. Basically, you're in an air, and you're in like this futuristic area where, well, they have a lot of technological advances. So basically, you can just gather raw materials, and then you can somehow turn it into objects to use. Pretty nice. How does Mr. Mime know Magical Leaf?
Can't really say.
I thought that Mr. Mime was some kind of psychic Pokemon. Although I'm gonna be honest, looks more like a clown. Nice work, Kadabra. This is gonna take a while to figure out. They're a trainer. Pokemon take on the appearance of their trainers? How's that make sense?
And it's just a ghost type.
Now this is... Try to remember, is Psychic effective against Ghost?
No, it's dark.
Well...
But apparently that works too.
Okay, I think that's what I got mixed up. Ghost and Psychic. Okay, hey, that worked. Yep, dang. Well, I kind of want to go through these trainers.
Well, I think this is the last trainer though.
Is there like 2 more rooms?
No, I thought you'd been in the. I thought there's like only like 6 rooms.
I'm pretty sure there's 9. And I've been in like 4. And one has one's the entrance. The other has the gym leader. Wow, I'm gonna be honest. I am well protected against the ghost Pokemon.
Yeah, but didn't you already do the ghost? No, you didn't actually. You did do the ghost gym, did you?
There is no ghost gym. That's in Soul Silver.
And probably many other Pokemon games.
Maybe. Rain Dance. Let's see. Heavy rain falls for powering up water type moves.
You don't really have a lot of water type moves.
Not for Gyro, no.
I mean,
The thing is, it doesn't damage. It powers up water type moves.
I was gonna say with Miley, yes.
Oh yeah, it definitely helped out Miley, and Rain Dance actually helps Zoo too. The Thunder is guaranteed to hit. But I actually have the TM for Rain Dance too, so even if I say no, I can easily change my mind. Right now, I don't really see this helping, but maybe later on. Oh, it's a Haunter. I'm gonna be honest, I like the design of Haunter. I'm not a fan of Gengar though.
Well, ghost types are not necessarily my favorite, so.
Yeah, well, I personally like Haunter. Question: how young is Sabrina supposed to be?
I think she's supposed to be about your age. Like, I think you could actually go out on a date with her if you wanted.
Okay, that's not the part I was getting at.
Well, sorry, I remember I think Team 4-Star Nuzlocke Challenge, I think they made a joke about that.
Yeah.
I think they did. That's why I got the idea.
And what they call the character again?
Lackger.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so she's supposed to be like early teens, so 10 years old at least. Wow, that is young. And how old are most of the gym leaders? Wait, how old is Misty again?
I think she's like 17.
And how old is Brock?
He must be right around in his 20s, since he's kind of flirting around with Nurse Joy and Jenny a lot.
I don't know. I don't know, it gets really confusing when it comes to age and, well, basically anime in general. I swear, they design certain characters to look super young. Just to confuse the heck out of you.
Wait, you mean in every anime show?
Well, in a lot of anime. Like, say, there's these two characters, one's the mother, one's the daughter, yet the mother looks like she could be her sister. That sort of thing.
Well, I had that idea in a few anime shows, but not every single one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just kind of thinking about Inuyasha, and
Oh,
I thought the mother in that show looked all right.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that show was okay. I'm just talking about some other shows that sometimes do that certain thing. Sometimes it just makes me question a few things. Can't really get into details, but okay. Now let's try to figure out a way to get to Sabrina. Hopefully that way we can wrap up this video after battling Sabrina.
Okay, I think you're at the very beginning.
You want to say that again?
Well, like, Okay, now that's the very beginning.
Oh man. Talk about figuring out a way and go backwards. Okay. Let's try this one. For the record, I don't exactly have a way to keep track of which one is I used. So basically, I'm going back.
Go down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay,
Top right?
I wouldn't think so. I would say...
Yeah, right.
Weren't you at top left before? Or were you at top bottom left? I can't remember. Oh, there we go. Gee, how the frick do you get out? I mean, seriously, like, the gym leader must have the hardest time at getting out of that gym.
I don't know. Apparently being psychic helps you get through that. Confuse Ray. Hey, you remember when Ash first went against Sabrina?
Yes. What about it?
I'm gonna be honest, that battle actually looked pretty scary. Mainly because what Kadabra does to Pikachu. What the? I didn't know Sabrina had a Venomoth.
Well, it was a bad choice.
It was a critical. And yep, Future Sight. Which does... Alakazam now. This could get nasty. Uh-oh. Really nasty. Okay, since it raised up its special defense, I should go with a Body Slam. I think.
What?
Oh.
Oh! Step out of confusion. That's what... What?
Oh, right, Gyro! Woo!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
Oh yeah, Calm Mind. That could be pretty handy. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of this gym. You were saying?
Yeah, if
Huh.
I'm pretty sure you're almost there. Yeah. No, I think you're in the right room.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, how's that? 3 gyms in a video. Well, if you include the Fine Dojo.
I see you did a lot of mission accomplishes
Oh,
in this
yeah.
video.
And now with the ability to fly, it comes in handy. Oh yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna give Reich fly. Let's be honest here. Reich has wings. Might as well be able to use them.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought you were gonna do that.
Yeah. Well, last time I used smokescreen, they didn't exactly work out. Anyway, I think I will wrap up the video here, as I'm running through Route 7. Yeah, why not? Stay here for a bit. Hey, wait a minute. Let's check into that Pokemon Hotel. Oh, wait, well, not Pokemon Hotel, but it's a hotel. Where was that hotel? Somewhere over here. Forget it. Let's wrap up the video here. Anyway, thanks again, Meta Brawler, for joining us, and hope to see everyone again for the next video.
Alright, well, see you around.
Alrighty.